We good? Yeah, we good. In this video, I'm going to review the Adidas Superstar. Let's take a look. Let's discuss it. I'm going to give you my personal experiences. I've been wearing these shoes for 2.5 months. They're super battered up, not worth skating anymore, falling apart. I'll review them and I'll break down my opinions of these. First time experience, wearing these shoes down to the bareness. Also, I'm going to be skating UBC Park the entire video. So watch out for those clips. I'm going to break these shoes down and skate. So I have 3 categories in this video: first look, features, and performance. I never thought I would ride Superstars until I saw an ad on Facebook Marketplace for $20, and these ones were $40. So I couldn't pass it up, and I like the style, the aesthetic is really good. So it boosts my effort in skating just by looking down at my shoes and enjoying what I see. Let's get into the first look. The first things you notice though is a lot of stitching. On literally the outer and the inner, there's a lot of stitching you gotta worry about. The laces have stitching. So you gotta take care of that or else you're gonna have some issues rather quickly. The one thing that's odd is it goes from low gum sole to high. And I'm gonna talk about that later, why it's advantageous. They're rather lightweight for what looks like a rather large shoe and tall gum sole. They look bulky, but when you wear them in there, they don't feel so. Moving on to the features of this shoe, I'm going to repeat myself a couple times. The stitching, lots of stitching, so much stitching. You got to take care of it. You got the laces, they come pretty low. You got the full leather body, even the stripes are leather. And then you've got a rubber toe cap, which is the staple of this shoe. It's what stands out for a lot of people when they get this shoe. You got the reinforced gum sole right here, which provides some protection. Interior around the ankle and the tongue. Not bulky, just perfect. Like literally a nice lean padding, nothing crazy. So yeah, it's all leather, which helps promote longevity. Also, it has an insole, doesn't do much, but the gum sole is what compensates for that. You really don't need this, in my opinion. It still has more padding than a Vans shoe, even if you have Ultra Cush. In my opinion, like I've jumped downstairs with these and it's all good. That's just a brief feature overview. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the performance of this shoe, give you my personal experience and why I now favor these shoes and I bought a second pair. Also, I just get good deals on Marketplace for this shoe, so First thing for performance is they're slow to break in. From my personal experience, it takes time, but because I like the aesthetics of this shoe, I gave it enough attention and time and patience to get over that hump of break-in, because these shoes are so stiff when you first skate them. Like, you just forget about doing anything well and just have fun skating and sucking for a bit, for like a couple days, few days, a week maybe, to really get the full benefit of this shoe once it's broken in. You got to get over that hump. That's one thing I had to learn. Basically, it's worth the headache. Number two, the selling point for me was how I felt when I was jumping downstairs. 7, 8, street, park. I was having fun and I wasn't getting heel bruises or feeling the pain of like coming down flat on your foot. You know when you just like jam your foot into the ground? That's the worst. And these minimize that drastically. These, I can really sesh a staircase and throw tricks down with more patience, not hurting my foot as much. So a negative. There's stitching everywhere, literally everywhere. I don't know if there's a shoe with more stitching. There definitely is, but anyways. Generally coming from all suede Vans, I have no issues with ripping too much. It's just the leather that gets a hole in it. But this, you gotta stay vigilant with the stitching. If you want to preserve the look of the shoe, you gotta stitch all the seams. But also, just in skateboarding in general, it's good to practice gluing your stitching in any shoe, just to have that bit of longevity so it doesn't rip in silly places. The second negative would be the laces come really low, so they're constantly ripping. If you have weak laces, you'll always tear them. The stitching too comes up. If you don't glue it around the low areas of where the laces are, that'll fray and then just break and just start peeling back. The lower parts gave me problems, but nothing that stopped me from having a good session. So it just looks kind of silly, you know? Or pretty dope, honestly, because you're just walking around with shoes that look like they're ready to go in the garbage. All in all, that's my review for the Superstars. I gave this one a chance because I liked the look of it, and I was rewarded. I never knew these things about this shoe, so I'm sharing it with you. Hopefully, maybe you can benefit. Thanks for watching, of course. I'm stoked, grateful you guys are tuning in, and just go pro boxer Mike Tyson on that like button, you know? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the skating at UBC. Bye.